what are types of graph? I mean, what kind of relationship can you see? So if you ever go to any national highway, right? So if I want to go from Bangalore to Hyderabad, uh, there are two side roads, this road or one side road, right? So, but on the first side road, you can only go. I mean, you can't travel both the ways on the same road. But if you look at our service roads that we have in Bangalore, right, people can travel both the ways. So that's the one specifically characteristics of the properties of a edge. So right, so the edges that you have, it can be two types, right? It can be directed. I mean, as in it is only one directional. You can't go in both the directions, or it can be undirected. When you say undirected, is I'm talking about this case. Directed is this case. There is only one way path or one way traffic from a point to another point. Okay. So based on these type of edges, you can say graph is directed or graph can be undirected. Okay. Then there is another possibility. Like in our case, we said that the length of the road is 3 kilometers, right? But there can be a couple of other scenarios, a couple of other cases where I don't even worry about the length of the edge. I simply want to see whether these two points connect or not, whether these two cities connect or not. Like if I want to answer a question, can I go from India to UK? You simply need to see whether there are roads between India to UK by road by myself. I'm not talking about the travel by road. So you simply need to see whether there is a road between India and UK. You don't care about the length of the road. You simply want to say answer is a yes or no. If there is a road, answer is yes. If there is no road, answer is no. So in this case, you don't care about the length of the road. Based on this, again, you define two kinds of graphs. One is weighted. Weighted is basically where we care about the length of the property of an edge. And the other kind of graph is non-weighted, or you can say unweighted graph. Okay. Specifically the case we mentioned, India to UK distance you want to find, or India to UK you want to go, whether there is a connectivity between these two. It's specifically for these kind of things. Okay. That's one thing. There is one more thing we define the graph. So assume you have a graph. Okay, now everyone is clear about how a graph is represented. So if I can draw this, so this is again a graph structure, right? It might happen that if you start from point A, if I call this point A, and if I keep going in the graph in some particular order, I can again come back to point A in some way. Like here, if I start from A, I can go from here to here, then I can go from here to here, then I can go from here to here. So I started from A, and then I came back to A. If this is a case I can find in any of the subpath of a graph or any graph, then these are kind of graphs are called cyclic. Okay. If this is not the case, then it's non-cyclic. So these are major three properties you define a graph based on, and any problem that you see in any interview, these are three things that you should first clarify, because based on this, how you approach a problem will change. If because every introduced things will increase your complexity. If the graph is non-cyclic, if I say it's non-cyclic, probably the complexity will be a bit less. If you increase the cyclic nature in this, your complexity might increase. Same case with direction and direction. If it is no direction, then you don't even need to worry about the traffic, two-way traffic. If it is a direction-based graph, then you need to worry about the two-way traffic, because it might happen that your graph is like this. It's a directed graph, but direction is like this. Now, if you want to see, this graph doesn't have a cycle, because if I start from this node, I can go from here. I can go from here to here via this. Then I can go from here to here via this. But from this node, I can't go back to this node, because there is only one-way traffic that's from here to here. So this is not cyclic. But if it wouldn't have been a directed graph, if the graph would have been a simple graph like this, then just by looking at the graph, you can say whether it's cyclic or not. So each of the parameter introduce some complexity. So if you approach any question, that's the first thing you need to clarify what kind of graph it is. And based on that, you pick the right set of algorithms or right set of approach.